So part of my methods of getting stronger overall come from a mixture of watching videos from Alpha Destiny, Eric Bugenhagen, other unconventional trainers as well. But also, they come from concepts of doing moving jobs or any other physical labor jobs. So, as an example, when you do moves from one place to another as your full-time job, you don't go to the same place every day. You don't start at the same place, you don't finish at the same place. Every place you go to has a different scenario. Stairs have different size, stairs have different heights. Each equipment you move or each piece of furniture you move has a different weight, different shape, different size. Who you work with may or may not be different. And living in Canada, the temperature is different all year round. There are cold days, there are hot days. There's days with extreme cold alerts, and there's days with extreme heat alerts. And when you move equipment or furniture in different houses or different apartments, condos, office buildings, you also have to factor in the room space, because the room space, or what you pick up, will affect your stance, will affect how you pick up the item, how wide you grab it, how narrow. So apply this to working out. I find it's optimal for majority of people, assuming you have at least a year experience working out, to have different variations of working out, have different variations of certain exercises. I used to be the type of person who would do a certain exercise and just work at it for some time until I wouldn't get better at it or I got bored. Then I move on to a different exercise. But as of today, I always make modifications. I still do full body workouts every day or every time I do work out. But I always make changes based on how I feel and to see how a new scenario will make my other workouts improve. So I don't wait for a perfect temperature to work out. If I work out at home, then I work out whatever temperature I'm given. If I work out in the gym, I work out with whatever temperature is given. Or if I decide to do a workout outside, whatever the temperature is outside. A lot of exercises I pick are some variation of a deadlift. So whether it's doing Jefferson deadlift, whether it's doing a Zercher deadlift, and also factor in what height I pull it from, how many mats I want to put to increase the starting height of a deadlift, or how many mats I want to stand on to increase the deficit. I also factor in rack pulls, which is a modified version of a deadlift. Same variations, different stances. I don't do the same variation 2 times in a row. Every time I come back to it, it's always something different. Different starting height, different stance, different variation of the exercise. That goes the same with other compound exercises. Do I want to go really heavy that day? Or do I want to do a little bit lighter and just increase the amount of reps? So why I do so many variations, or why I think it's good to do it? To prevent boredom, to reduce chances of hitting plateaus. Because every full body exercise or heavy variation of a deadlift generally carries over to the other ones, assuming they're rotated on a regular basis. Assuming I'm lifting heavy on a regular basis to maintain the strength. If you're a beginner or some people who have some experience, they will benefit from working at a certain exercise in only one variation for a period of time. They will still get better because they haven't done the exercise before, or it really works well with them. So as a beginner, I don't see any benefit of actually doing so many variations of deadlifts, because that's a lot of information to take in. So they can just benefit from just picking one variation, work at it for a while, And then after they master the exercise, then they can try to learn something else. And then eventually come back to it. And then as they get more experience with working out, they become physically active on a regular basis. It becomes a part of them. Then they can just rotate on a regular basis. The nervous system can get fried easily just by constantly lifting heavy with the exact same variation, same starting point, for even a long period of time. That's one of the reasons why I always switch up the exercises. Just like if you had the exact same job with the exact same duties full time for a long period of time, and you get worn out. That's why people switch careers. That's why some people prefer jobs that have a lot more variety, to prevent boredom, to constantly get better at themselves, and to benefit the output of what they're doing. So alternating my rack pull variations. Recently, I just started adding variations of different heights. I used to just do Jefferson rack pull one day, and then next week I would do Zerker rack pull, and then I would do behind the back rack pull. Then I would repeat again. And now, as I go through that rotation, I also add different heights. But I don't want to take the weights off just so I can change the height on the same workout session. So for the week, I'll just do a different height. And then when I attempt a rack pull again next week, then I might increase the height or decrease height, and then change the variation of it. Then I test my strength at the certain pins. See how strong I really am lifting off from a certain height.